So they're just antsy to get this done. I mean, there's a 6-hour time difference between me and them. It's only 3 o'clock in the afternoon here, but, you know, it's pushing 9, probably pushing 10 o'clock their time when we're finally done with it. So, yeah, they just want to get this over and done with. Dragon Shower and Garden of Terror are out. Blackheart's Bay, Haunted Mines are out. I'm going to take a wild swing and say Tomb of the Spider Queen is about to be out. And that will leave us with Cursed Hollow or Sky Temple again. Imagine that. Cursed or Sky? Cursed or Sky? I think we're going back to Cursed, personally. I really do. Wow, we're not. Puszek team is going to be forced into Sky Temple. And we have now, if this is going to be a 2-0, only seen Sky Temple and Cursed Hollow today. Phenomenal. So Puszek up first for the bans. We've seen Brightwing, Sylvanas, Anubera, Kale, and Vikings. Those have been basically the 5 bans of the day. I highly suspect we're going to continue with that trend. There was no, I don't think was there a Vikings ban last round? Yeah, I think there was. So I wouldn't be too unexpected to see one here. Puszek has first pick, though, so if they want to play Vikings, they won't ban him. If they don't want to play Vikings, but they don't want to play against Vikings, then they'll ban them. Or they won't, yeah, they'll ban them. It's really like all the cards are in Puszek's, it's all in Puszek's hand right now. Like, they're going to get a Brightwing probably within the first pick or the first 3 here, first 3 picks. Because Puszek team's Zuf is just ridiculously good with Brightwing. He is a split-pushing terror, and we've seen him do it time and again, on this map even. Goes into the bottom lane and doesn't come up for air for a while. So Puszek saying no Kael'thas, no thanks. Pestrunishka, this is where they got to really decide what they don't want to play against. Vikings, Sylvanas, Brightwing, Anubarak, Illidan. Any of those is basically on the chop block. What's the pause rules? 10 minutes total, or the bot picks useless talents? That would be amazing. That would be phenomenal if that was actually the real rule. All right, so it is going to be the Vikings out. Pestrunishka saying no dice, no thanks. So what would be the first pick here from Puszek? I want to say Brightwing. Yes, good. I like being right. Puszek and Zuf. I mean, together at last, Brightwing is the key to their split-pushing potential. Pestrunishka now has an opportunity here to take away Sylvanas, Tyrael, or Jaina. This is they opened up with Tyrael last round. They might do so again. They need to try to make sure that they don't get into a position for a Zagara. That's all I have to say to that. They're thinking. They're really thinking. Come on, it's going to be one of those 3, Pest. Come on. Show us the goods, baby. There's the Tyrael. Sylvanas, Jaina. Sylvanas or Jaina. Come on. You can do it. You can do it. Maybe they'll take a healer here. I don't know why they would, but like, not entirely too sure what the debate here is. Well, the debate will rage on within Pestrunishka in whatever language they speak. All right, Sylvanas. Sometimes I'm so good at this game. Brightwing. Likely with an Anubarak, I want to say. Anubarak and Mirrodin. It's going to be one of those. Sir Ice Cream has been rocking the Mirrodin every single game that I've seen him in. But they also could probably just leave that for the next pick round. Jaina Vala comes to mind. Or Jaina Mirrodin. Jaina Anubarak. Illidan is on the board. Can we go just Uther Illidan? And then just get 2 DPS afterwards? Maybe. That could always be a thing. Just go warriorless. Just get Murky. Murky's a warrior. Murky is your tank. He just draws everybody's attacks. There's the Jaina. And there's the Anubarak. All right. Does Pestrunishka want to attempt a double tank? Because if it is, it's going to be a Mirrodin. If they don't, they need to take a Vala here. And who was their healer last time? They had a Tyrande Flex with Uther? No, they had a Malf, right. Pestrunishka might actually go Malfurion here. I would actually like to see an Uther on their side rather than a Malfurion. Because if there's going to be a Jaina Vala going up against them, you're going to need that front-loaded healing. So Pestrunishka, I want to say, is going to be a Malfurion and X. Like, Falstad is not something I would have actually guessed was in their repertoire. That is a back-end DPS. It does actually put him up with some flight, so that's some global presence to match with the Brightwing. The Brightwing, of course, can phase shield in and around the place, so Falstad flying around the place will hopefully be able to get Pestrunishka a little bit of extra experience on some of these worse engagements that they're possibly going to be looking at. If this isn't a Malfurion or an Uther, what could it be? A Mirrodin? Vala? Could they go triple DPS? Zeratul was from Puszek last round. Does Pestrunishka want to deal with the Zeratul? Do they want to play as Zeratul? We will get the answer. I'm just not entirely too sure when. Well, the timer is still ticking. Pestrunishka. The timer stopped for me. Oh, wow. Pool time down to 4. It's a Malfurion or an Uther. Called it. So, Puszek. You gonna pick up a Vala? Vala Mirrodin? Tyrande Mirrodin? Tyrande, I think, would actually fit better than a Vala. Unless it's a Tyrande Vala. Is Puszek going to play a team without a Mirrodin? Possibly. The decisions. Thinking. There's the Tyrande. And it's not going to be a Mirrodin. Wow. First time for everything. It will be the Zeratul there. So, yeah, the Flex definitely feels a lot safer in this regard. They only really got the Jaina for the back DPS, but Zeratul and the VPs have been really on point. Puszek team has just done a phenomenal amount of work with their Zeratul play, going back and forth. So, Pestrunishka does have an opportunity here to go for the triple ranged with the Vala, or they can put up their double front with Mirrodin. If they go double support, I think they're just going to lose, to be honest. If they put like a Malfurion here, I think the game's over. 3, 2, 1. All right, it is going to be Mirrodin. There it is. Your drafts for game number 2. little bit stronger this round from Pestrunishka, but still Puszek basically getting every comfort pick that they wanted. These guys are just really good at drafting. Getting that Brightwing first is always seems to be doing them a lot of favors. A lot of favors, yeah. So Zuff likely to be once again split pushing. These guys don't like to split push with promote, but they still like to split push a lot. So Zuff off to the side. How many melee we got this round? We do got 3 melee, but I don't know. I'm 50-50 on Blink Heal versus Emerald Wind. The Emerald Wind will be really good for the Uther Mirrored Interior dive, but the Blink Heals might be needed because there's a lot of burst potential with the Sylvanas Falstad. I mean, basically, it's a crispy taco at this point. Pestrunishka has the crispy taco. They got Tyrael Falstad. So they might need, so Brightwing might need to go Emerald Wind. Jaina will be going Elemental. Anubarak seems to be favored for Locust Swarm on Puszek. Tyrande with the Starfall, and of course Zeratul with that Void Prison. Mirrodin with the Avatar. Uther with the Divine Shield. Falstad with the Hinterlands, Wailing Arrow, and Judgment. Yeah, that's what I would expect to see here for Sky Temple. It's going to be a lot of fighting over points, but Puszek has shown their strength with this comp on this map, no less. That is how they got here to the finals, defeating out Vermitrax in those semis. So it's hard to say I'm not a little more leaning towards Puszek because I really do think they got the stronger roster here. But we didn't really get to see the power of Pestrunishka last round because of that disconnect. So let's hope that everything goes flawless here and we can jump right on into a nice, fun, fair match where the better team will win. That is what I'm hoping for here, ladies and gentlemen. And of course, you know, if this is our last match of the night, thank you so much, everyone. You stuck around through the pauses. You had some fun with me in the chat. It was definitely much appreciated. Life of a solo caster. I don't know how Caldor does it week to week, but that's on him. Of course, if you guys do like my banter, you like my personality, just like getting under my skin, whatever, find me out there. Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, and Facebook. I'm covering quite a few of these Gosu Cups, and of course, we do got the qualifiers next weekend. But sadly, I will not be there for those ones. We should have information soon about the casting situation there. But yeah, this is for all the marbles. It's either going to be Puszek or Pestrunishka. And right now, Puszek is up 1-0. Actually, speaking of that, I should probably change the score. Bam. Well, I don't know what they're waiting for, but we're basically ready to go at this point. Time for 15-minute draft pause. Oh, Lord, that would be really bad. Tyrael Falstad combo, yep. Yeah, the crispy taco is Tyrael Falstad. Was it Trixler or was it MF Pally time that... I think it was Trixler or Pally time that made that up, but it's really stuck. It's Judgment plus Hinterland's Blast. Nazebo. Nazeebo. Okay, not Nazebo. Disconnect, please. Is somebody actually not here in this lobby? I don't know. Ukraine boys. We want Haymaker. Haymaker is one of those ultimates that you just really, I don't know, it just doesn't feel like it has a spot in any meta right now. Like, I know you can go at like Assassin Mirrodin or Duelist Mirrodin with the Haymaker, but You just get so much worth out of Avatar. What are we waiting on? Sorry, wrong chat. Marijuana with a whole bunch of question marks. God, these teams are just cracking me up. All right, we're into it, ladies and gentlemen. Sky Temple for the exclusive one of 2 maps that you can apparently stream on the English side of things today. Teams really like their Sky Temple. Just to throw in the disclaimer for chat, I am the lead content administrator for Heroes Fire. I've developed all the tools, all the calculators, the guide systems. We've now developed the hero concept system. So if you have a great hero idea, you can check it out there. You're all welcome on the site. Like, you can find me on there as well. I'm going to be very busy come Monday, Tuesday with the new patch. So you can find me spending a lot of time there. End disclaimer. Apparently I had a disconnect icon there for a minute.
If you wish to live, that is.
Referee chat, OP.
Time is
How do I talk to observers?
It seems a hero.
Not sure I can actually talk to observers. There goes Ironic! Yes, the DDoS begins! Right, so we're gonna start the 10-minute countdown. Did he come back? He did come back. Okay, cool. All right, no countdown here today, ladies and gentlemen. We're gonna get this one rolling. Once more on the side of Go Terror, Chubek, Shadow Bro, who's up there, Uberim, and Zuf. I'm going to be making up the team of Puszek. Into the top, looks like the 5-man death ball. Whip, Aaronic, Sir Ice Cream, Scalpe, and Ziglite here for Pestrunishka. And they're going to look to see who will die for that eye. You're trolling observers. Yeah, that's exactly it. Nobody will die for the eye. So, yeah, it looks like it was just a 5-man collapse on top of the watchtower. Gwip down here with that false stat for, again, using those flying moves that he has to try to counter out that global. So he was there for the fight if there was going to be one, but there wasn't, so he just goes to lane. Jeriel's going to be holding down the mid fort, and that means Sylvanas with not exactly the biggest of DPS lineups to go with him, but Sir Ice Cream is here with Ziglite. They should be able to push on up against Shadow Bro, and I'd expect to see the Roam comp at least go up to help her out. Go Terror and Ironic not really going to get too much value out of anything here. Gosh. Chubek on the Tyrande did come down. Looks like we got Uberim going into the mid. But in terms of a roam comp, a Zeratul roam is almost guaranteed. But to go with the Tyrande, like, I guess that's really all they can do. So the early roam, I don't think is really going to be here from Puszek. So, I mean, like, they got the Jaina top, and roaming with the Zeratul and the Tyrande, like, it's not the big 1-2 punch that you're expecting, right? It's not the big stuns that you would expect to see on these roams. It's only 1 stun plus perhaps a body block at best. But with the only real person I think they could actually kill is Ironic. You get the stun, and then you go in with Go Terror, and then you stun with Go Terror, and all this time Zeratul just keeps attacking. So yeah. That might be this might be the saddest final in the history of Gosu Cup. Is there a record for an amount of disconnects in one game? It's gonna be real, I'll tell you that. So I mean, Puszek early game was pretty good on this map. Their mid game was shaky and their late game was solid. This, I don't know. It could go any way, especially if we keep losing people like this. It would be interesting if all 5 of them got DDoSed and like they all just disconnected and the game finished because there was no teammates against Puszek. That'd be an interesting end. Seven minutes of pause remaining. Yay, the ice cream man is back. Maybe. Well, he restored his connection. Not entirely too sure he's back yet. Why is Mirrodin so far forward anyways? He's right there. Did he like jump in and lose connection? Nope. He has Dwarf Toss up. So he should just be able to Dwarf Toss back to safety here. I don't expect to be a kill. I mean, there's nobody even there to roam anyways. Not yet, but I don't know. Are the roam here from Puszek going to come and help Shadow Bro? Is Shadow Bro just going to be able to deal with this himself? He's already losing tower ammo. I'm out of water. That is sad. You think I can go get water before they come back? Nope, I guess not. There's their ice cream. So, I said they had to resume by 35, which meant they had 9 minutes. And 35 would have been 9 minutes, 24? No, 26. So they've used 4 minutes of pause already. It's good to keep track in the head. They have 6 minutes of pause left. Oh, we'll have to see if we go through it or not. All right, Zuff is left to his own devices bottom lane. We all know what happens there. Slash prey. Exactly, Goose. Exactly. Uber coming up here for that gank. Goterra here as well. Doesn't actually land it on top of Gope, or Scalpe, but they do get the kill. Uber looks like he's going to live off to the side of it as well. Goterra is going to drop low, but again, he did not even have Zuff there. They got the kill in a 4-on-4 scenario, and Zuff is forcing Gwip to stay down here. Now, of course, Zuff has to be careful because Gwip does have actually some really nice one-on-one tools, but Zuff, of course, does have that self-healing. Apparently, Uther is going to be the big kill up top that I did miss. Sorry about that one, ladies and gentlemen. We are going to contest mid, Ironic and Goterra. That should go the way of Ironic, but we're not trading out temples. It's a full fight in effect for these temples. Looks like we did lose out Zuff. He's finally actually going to acquiesce that lane. And where's the fly going to go to? Mid? Yeah, Fly is going to go to mid. So Ironic, Gwip, now Sir Ice Cream is here as well. They're going to look for that kill on top of Goterra, but they're not going to get it. Instead, it will be the 4-man collapse on top of the temple, and now we are going to be trading out those temples. So what kind of ammo do we have here? About a quarter and about a half. We could actually still get this because it's about to finish up. All Chubek now has to do is go mid, and the rest of everybody is already there. Wow, grabbing that kill on top of the Falstead as well. So both temples could actually get majority of their shots off here for Puszek. We don't really have a lot of hit points, though. Shadow Bro has no mana. Goterra is looking low. Oh, that Shadow Dagger. That Shadow Dagger was so good, but it was not enough for the kill, and it looks like the last of the shots will go the way to Pestrunishka anyways.
Return to your
So level 6 to level 5, now that we got the fights all done. Zuff, didn't actually really expect Zuff to leave this bottom lane as quick as he did, but that's why these towers are still kind of here at this point. What do we got at level 4? Legion of Beetles. Protective, the Gathering Power, and the Snowstorm. Chubek is gone. Really? He's not gone. There we go. He's just delayed the inevitable. Nice try, Zuff. He used those shields to much advantage, but it will not do. Not against this 3-man collapse on top of this tower. So pushing down top as quick as they can. They're looking for the siege damage because Pestrunishka needs to get some of these towers to try to close that gap of experience. They do have 7 for Puszek, though. Only 6.5 here, and now Bruisers to be pushing down as we are just about to start them here from Sir Ice Cream. Level 7 towns, Gust, Lunar Blaze. We got the Frostbite, First Aid, and the Leeching Scarab. Now, they saw Ironic go into this bush. They know he's there. Yeah, they absolutely know he's there. Is this actually going to be an attempted steal? If we get both sets of Bruisers to Puszek, that is quite the deadly top lane push. But it does not look like that will be the plan. Instead, these Bruisers are just going to start getting their value into this top lane. It won't get a keep. It won't even get a tower. But Zuff is there to soak all the experience that is being generated, and that will put us now just over the brink of 8. Looking for that race to 10 because we do have another temple that will be spawning pretty much momentarily. In the next 30 seconds or so, in the next 15 seconds or so, the temples are going to be going down. Now remember, Zuff is a split pushing Brightwing. He's going to stay up here as long as he can. He does have Arcane Precision, which is great for some of his wave clear. Can the team of Puszek actually deal without having their Brightwing? Or is it going to be forced basically right here? It's going to be the big question that we ask. We do got Sir Ice Cream there on the point. We got Ironic there on the point. So he's going to start working away on those lasers, and that's going to start working, of course, on this gate area. But stuns coming in. Chubek. Still alive? Yeah, there he goes. Oh, that's going to get the deny on Zuff. Oh, it's not. Zuff went on Goter. Because that's a double blow right there. And Jaina. Where did Jaina die? I have no idea where Jaina died, but Uberim was going for the kill on top of Gwip there, but doesn't quite grab it. 2 kills for nil. Pestrunishka actually with a very strong showing at this temple. It's not quite the level 10 advantage that Puszek was looking for. And now with those 2 kills and the extra laser damage coming in here from this point, we have patched up that experience a good amount. Will this be a fort? It's actually going to be very close. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, had the other 2 shots landed, it would have been the fort. And had anybody been pushing, it probably would have been the fort. So either way, no fort here today. Top, Zuff is back here. Whip is just going to be flying up, trying to curb that soak. Jaina is apparently made of glass, and I have no idea where she keeps dying. Where the hell did she die this time? I don't know, but Jaina's getting caught out. That's some sloppy play coming up from Puszek. They went from a solid level lead to parity now by level 10. So both sides do have their heroics ready to go. It is Emerald Wind again. So they are going to be trusting in the secondary heals of Tyrande that they don't need a blink heal. The Owl did go out into the top. And everything else seems to be expected for the ults. Yeah. Everything else. So the Emerald Wind with the triple melee, it should get some value for the divers. It definitely got some value last time. But Uberim, he's going to find Ironic here. That's not going to warrant a judgment. There's just not enough follow-up there. But the rest of the team has now, started up on these Giants. The jump in. Sir Ice Cream, he's going to get there. VP into the back. Sir Ice Cream has no support. Here comes the crispy taco. Wow, Jaina going down really, really low. The taco was actually delayed. Can they get that kill on top of Shadow Bro? They can't, but still, Goter getting real low. Is he actually going to survive on this one? No, so close. Nubarak will die to the Tyrael Ghost. We did lose out the Mirrodin. The Uther is dead now here as well. Uberim looking for that kill. He's going to get so many shots to the face from Scalpe as well as that Envenom, but still it's only the Goter kill. Owl is not enough to take down Gwip, and good timing here as well on the back of that fight. Not only do we clear out any resistance into bottom for the Mercs, but we have 2 temples now spawning, the Crocodile and the Jackal. And We should actually be able to get a good amount of shots from this bottom one from Shadow Bro. There's nobody down here at all. But instead of actually going for the shots, he's just going to try to clear the lane a little bit so that when we do get that laser, it will have just free reign on top of that fort. There goes Gotair to the bottom. We got Sir Ice Cream to the top. No level 13 as of yet, but it's getting close. Puszek team, after that fight, has redeemed themselves, and they've resumed about a level lead between the teams. We got one stun here on Gwip and an Owl, but it's not going to be quite a kill. Who's up top? Zuff. Zuff is actually all the way up top with no backup. Oh, poor little Brightwing. You're making so many friends. Goodbye, Zuff. He's done. Uberim did take a ton of damage. I'm not entirely too sure for what, but bottom lane, it's going to be Scalpe. What is Scalpe thinking? Oh my goodness, the water elemental by itself basically took care of the Sylvanas right there. And now here comes Uberim, blink, kill, Falstead, done. Laser bottom, it's going to start getting those shots on mid. The laser top has now also destroyed the top and made its way through that mid fort of Puszek as well. It's going to be stewing out these giants, and hey, why not? Falstead down for 10 seconds. Sylvanas nowhere to be found, and she is just spawning, and the rest of everyone is likely up here at those bruisers. Might as well take a boss. It's basically going to go uncontested at this point, although, you know, Pestrunishka is saying, don't know where they went. So we're really going to go check the boss, and Ziglite is just going to come way too late to that party. We do have level 13s on both sides. We have the spell shield. The spell shield is going to be good against, I guess, the Judgment, the Stun, Sylvanas, and the Hinterlands. So the spell shield will get some good value here. It's usually Chitinous Plating, but today it is spell shield. Ice Block, Sprint, and Wormhole pretty much affected things there. Static Shield. I like that talent, Static Shield. Every time you just try to duel out someone, you get some shield. Really good deal. We'll have to see if that's going to be useful here. The VP into the back actually keeps the boss alive here as well as everyone collapses on top of the Tyrael. He's going to go down. We have the Blink of Way to safety from Uberim. We also have the Divine Shield now spent on Ziglite as well. Sir Ice Cream is still wandering around. Does he want to hit that sippy cup? He will. Water Elemental will finally meet its maker, and Gotair is actually a little bit too far forward here. Jump, not going to be a stun. The vulnerability with the Hunter's Mark. So close, Uberim. But the boss is pushed in. The gate is done, and the keep is done at 11 minutes in. A huge pushing advantage has now just gone the way of Puszek team, because there's going to be catapults spawning at 11 minutes in, and you know that that Zuff is going to be all over it. The middle Snake Temple is now spawning. 15 to 14, a lot of kills going both ways, but 10 to 6, and the level 16 talents are now here for Puszek. Blood for blood, I suspect. That's not Sylvanas, of course. That's going to be another Blood for Blood, but Snow's Crash, Shooting Star, Double Bombs, Criterize, and Blood for Blood for that an Uber Act. So these 16 talents are really, really well timed. Uberim gets in, gets that damage, gets right back out. You can see Gotair just dancing on the side of this temple. Nobody's getting these shots, not yet, but there's nobody dead here either. 5 seconds, 3 seconds until Void Prison. Here goes the Starfall. Are we looking for the VP? It is. Scalpe and Gwip. Ziglite trying to get into it. Gets stunned out and destroyed. That's going to be that Divine Shield. He heals himself, but the Sylvanas will pay the price instead. Sir Ice Cream over the wall. Finds Ziglite, and they're going to be trying to retreat as quick as they can. Ironic got out of that one as well. Would you believe it's only one kill that actually happened despite all that? But the timing was basically perfect. The VP was on point, and if Uther did not have that Divine Shield, he would have gone the way of the dodo very quickly. But the rest of the shots are going to be going out here for blue. Gotair taking up quite a bit of damage, but the stuns are good. Ziglite has no such divine this time. The Shrink Ray on Uberim is not going to be near enough, and Uther plus Falstad are both going to be dropping. And here goes, I think, that top fort. How many shots are left? 2, 1. Not quite the top fort. It will survive, but by a hair. By a hair. So, at this point, you know, just keep rinse repeating, get team fights, get map presence, get mercs. There's one set of giants. Uberim are going to go pick up the next. Level 17, almost 18 hype, as Puszek is still maneuvering very nicely here for an endgame level 20 race where they will have not only another boss up, but they should have the next set of temples up in the next 2 minutes, and they should be very close to that level 20 mark as well by the time those next temples do spawn around. Out goes the Owl, finds Ironic here at these Bruisers. This could be a contest. Those Bruisers are still very healthy. We have a Void Prison, we have a Locust Swarm, everything is ready to go, and here goes GoTerra. Locust Swarm and the VP into the back on Scalpe. Shadow Bro and Zuff does actually not get hit by the laser. In fact, nobody gets hit by the Hinterland Blast. And that is going to be a successful steal. Ironic is just not going to be able to get out of this one. Shadow Bro is still alive, at least until the Tyrael blows up on top of him. And Sir Ice Cream is dueling out that Water Elemental. It is a 1-for-1 trade, but we have 2 sets of Bruisers now pushing down this top lane with GoTerra and his Bugs, Uberim and his Slash, and of course Owls from Chubek. This might actually be level 19 before the next temple is actually despawned, because this is one hell of a push. The Sylvanas is good to stop some of these guys. She can even throw out that Shadow Dagger, and it will stop them a little bit, but it's going to really put a dent in the chances of taking down this keep. But here comes the next temples. It will be 19. What were the 16 talents here from Pestrunishka? Overdrive, Blood for Blood with 2 of them. Benediction and the Stone Form. The Stone Form is the very important one for the survivability on that Sir Ice Cream. And top temple looks like it will be uncontested. Bottom boss, however, is being rushed here by Pestrunishka. And the Owl did find it. I don't think Pestrunishka can actually finish this before everyone gets here. We don't have a Void for 10 seconds. We have no Water Elemental for 10 seconds. And yeah, the damage is just not there with this double Warrior comp. They're not going to be able to rush down the boss nearly fast enough, so Puszek team just picks it up. This is going to be a big fight on top of this point. We got the Starfall. The VP is down there as well. A good laser this time. Uberim is not going to last. So very close to the steal. It is the steal right there from Puszek. Even if they die, they are still going to have the map presence to do this, but they don't look like they're going to be dying anytime soon. You saw the Blood for Blood right there on top of GoTerra. Barely dents him. Tyrael is now going to be dropping. Ziglite is not going to get away from Shadow Bro, and that leaves us with Whip on top of this boss who has to fly to safety. And this boss is going to go straight for core, which the rest of the team is also going to support. They are level 20. They have their next set of talents. Everybody is dead for 30 seconds, and a level 20 to 17 advantage at 16 minutes with a boss is going to be GG. Well played, ladies and gentlemen. It took us a little bit with those pauses, but it will be Puszek team going to the playoffs next weekend to face off against some of Europe's best, as we have now concluded the Gosu Gamers Enter the Storm Qualifier Cup number 12.